I searched for 500K. Brazilian cities, there we go. Yep, more practice. More practice for Brazil. First person to play this map in over 4 weeks. That's so sad. I'll like this so I can come back and play it again. Challenge. 4-minute timer. I think that'll do it. I can already feel my brain. You have a Brazilian challenge for us. Okay. Well, maybe we'll do 2. We'll see how I feel after this one. I just played it, and it's only Sao Paulo map. Oh, that's too small. I need to practice the whole country because it's a map. It's a country map for the Reddit League, Ed. Okay, so here we go. 86. Let's not waste our knowledge of area codes. 86 should be... Okay, this is 9. 8 is somewhere in here. Maybe Natal? We didn't know we were in Brazil. We know now. Time. Natal is 84. Okay, so maybe Fortaleza? Any big city, so necessarily have to be there. It would be interesting if we could figure out how addresses work. Is 85? Okay, so can I keep doing this? Yeah, maybe further north. Wait, San Luis? Maybe? No, we've been. Maybe it is San Luis. I don't want to go this direction, I think. Nope, I definitely don't want to go this. That's the same direction. We're on the outskirts of the city. We get into the town. Is 9? Okay, that's the border then. So somewhere in here. I mean, this is why we're doing this, right? We're doing practice. We're trying to narrow down where we are. You know, we're not too worried about getting help or getting a perfect score. We're more just getting a feel for the country, learning, figuring out where we are, how we figure out where we are. Large cities are very deceiving. They don't always seem like, oh, let me start some music again. It's going to be really loud because I turned up Calamity. There we go. Sorry, I was like, why is it so quiet? That's why. Where's the city center? That's what I really need to know. The thing is, by knowing the region starting with 8, you already get some points. Try looking. State name, 2-letter code. Yeah. I think I'll be able to, by next week... Road just turned into dirt. It was paved. Let's try to take a different street. Find our way into town, but which way to go? By next week, I'm pretty sure I can kind of maybe get that the first number down, but let's see if I can manage to get the Municipal. Oh, there it is, Turencia. We are way on the outskirts somewhere. a school. That might be something that we ran out of time. 4978, not bad at all. Play next round. Okay, here we go. Phone number. Dr. Yoshizaki Dini. Interesting. That's like a Japanese name. Paradox. Found a Japanese name in Brazil. Actually, not that unusual. There's actually lots of Brazilians who have come to Japan. Cell phone number doesn't help us. Area code Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Oh, Sorocaba. That we know what that is. We've seen that before. There it is. Sorocaba. That was in our earlier game. Yeah, not that uncommon. There's lots of trade and expats between the two countries. Let's try to find the road we're on. Last name. The largest Japanese diaspora is in Brazil. Not surprised me. I'm not sure I knew that, but Rio de Janeiro Street. Okay, that might be big enough to. A road with that kind of name. All these images actually block out the city of the street name. Really need to know a district. Actually, probably not that big of a street, now that I think about it. Need like the district we're in or something. Emerald. And Vision Hotel. Something we can see. Now, if we were cheating, we would just type in the dojo we found. Shopping, return. Hotel something. Hotel Dan Inn. Aurito Gabriel. Sounds familiar, but maybe not. I've met a lot of Brazilians in Japan. A lot of them live in the more rural areas where they work in factories or that kind of industry, manufacturing, construction, manual labor. Not know where we are. Not too far from the center, I think. Nagoya is full of Brazilians, yeah. Shiga has a lot, but Kansai has quite a bit too. 4983, not bad. 4,930. All these little dots make it really hard to read street signs because they take priority, it appears. Oh, there's San Paulo. We were really close to that, huh? Yep. I've met quite a few people who have to like translate Portuguese and Japanese back and forth, so thanks. Not a bad round at all. Lucky, a little lucky on the pin placement, but getting familiar with some of these larger cities, so bad. Well, we actually had it earlier today, so it was fresh in my mind. I can't take all the credit. Okay, phone number. Competitive leagues, man. They're gonna fill my mind with all these numbers. But, you know, that's what it takes. I'm having fun. I do want to do well in this league. I don't know if I think if I look at the players, I honestly feel like I could be in League 3 with some practice and... Oh, 16. Okay, 16 is... Sao Paulo again, right? It's not Sao Paulo, but it's like down here. Probably the state of Sao Paulo, now that I think about it. One, probably somewhere out here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, somewhere around here. Oh, if it's 3, it's... Okay. How long did you play GeoGuessr? Well, I mean, I've been playing GeoGuessr on and off. Not really, like, not competitively, if you can call it that. For, like, years. Like, almost since GeoGuessr came out. But I often take, like, long breaks, you might put it that way. I'll play, like, all the time for a couple months, and then I won't touch it for a year. I usually play it, I usually have a span of time I play every year. But, you know, a month or two in a year. And the breaks get me. Yeah, I forget a lot what I learn. My movement gets weird. But, you know, I'm really hoping not to have that happen again. So, I know I'm starting to make YouTube videos and streaming more with it, and you know, so trying to make it a more regular part of my routine. So, do I think I played in total without a break? If you add up all the time, maybe a year and a half in the almost, what, 7-year lifespan of the game? Time's up. Yep. You have played very consistently since about 2017. So, Rado, when I streamed last time before I took a break, we picked the right city? That was just a pure guess. I was like, I zoomed out, San Paulo, not here, not there, this one. Wow. I did a little bit of streaming towards the end of 2017, 2018, and then I took a big break. I played GeoGuessr since then, but I didn't play it on stream. And so I must have like caught you towards the very beginning of your time. You don't play very much, but you still seem to run quite a few leagues. So your definition of not very much is a lot. At least in my book. Yeah, it's really tough. You know, if streaming or content producing or whatever you want to call it isn't your full-time job, you know, life happens and things get in the way. And like, I was streaming for a while 2 or 3 days a week, but you know, then that was mostly due because coronavirus had shut down a lot of stuff. Now that I'm working a more regular schedule, and you know, my wife is now wanting to do more things. 92. 92 is northern. Maybe Macapa? Yeah, so like when we had COVID stuff, my wife was like, I don't really want to go anywhere or do anything because we're stuck at home. So like I could stream and I could make videos and whatnot. But now that life is pretty much back to normal in Japan, minus the fact that they now make us wear masks everywhere. That's 96. Is it Manoas? It can't be that far out. You know, we go out, we do things together, which I love doing. Don't get me wrong. I'm not like complaining. I like going out, going on vacation, going on dates with my wife, but it just means I'm not making videos or not playing games as much. Just time management stuff. Real life, man, real life. Yep. But Fridays is my day off, and it's her day to work, so it's an almost guaranteed day to myself and a guaranteed day where I can record and stream. So at least with the current schedule, no matter what, I'll be here. And if we ever get a bigger apartment, it will help too. We live in a really small apartment, and it makes it hard to like use a mic or record audio, because even if she's anywhere in the apartment, it makes a lot of noise and hard to keep quiet. And I don't want to do that to her. I don't want to be like, please be quiet, I want to make a video, and make her sit in silence while I talk to a mic. So I don't do that to her. So if she's here, we're together, we're doing stuff. So Amazonas. Oh, we know the state. So it must be Manus. I don't think there's any other cities over 500k out here. And I did not realize this city was that big. Thank you, police. Yep, 4914. Very nice. You haven't been to Japan in over a year, Ed. Don't know you'll be able to go back. Yeah. Or some meditation technique. That's good. Yeah. Japan still is closed to most international tourists. If you have a work visa, student visa, you're pretty much allowed to come into the country with quarantine. But tourists are still pretty much out of luck. We've only dropped like 200 points in this game so far. Granted, I've had a little bit of coaching, but 62. 666. Oh, you have a business visa, but it isn't worth it. Wait, 6 is below 9, right? Because 6 is, you just flip it. So we're here somewhere. Yeah, I really want to get permanent residency eventually. Having a visa is really annoying to renew it all the time. So did you come to like Japan regularly, Ed? Is that why you have a visa? This will be a rough round. Yep, probably will. No, G-O. That's an address. Guania G-O. Right here, we have the city. We're gonna get 9. We're gonna get 4-9 again. Every 2 months or so. Wow, that's cool. Where do you usually go? Tokyo? Where everybody goes. I don't think we're gonna find it. What's this address? That's true. I don't know how to even read that. Oh, Radox wants a Japanese visa too. Definitely. You guys ever come to Kyoto, let me know. I'll be happy to play tour guide. I don't even know how we figure out what road we're on. Oh, AVW. Rock Q number 19. Quad 20 LT 22. What's that? R Rock Q number 19. QD 20. QD. Half of my time is in Tokyo, lots of Kuma and Saitama. Also places like Oita and Shimane. Okay. Not a lot of cons. Oh. Others around Osaka, Mie, Aichi. Okay. Just all the business cities, basically. Yeah, I love living in Kyoto. Not exactly an international hub. I have to go to Osaka or Tokyo for that, so expat stuff is a little bit more difficult than if I lived in one of those cities, but it also isn't a massive metropolitan area. Smaller, there's the river. Know what we're looking for. RC. I thought we'd see these numbers or something. LTQD. Saint Central. Is that what we should be looking for? Saint Central. OS. 2 seconds left. Find out. Oh, right there! I saw it. I saw it just as it timer ran out. Like, oh, it's right there. It's cool. I usually spend my weekends in Osaka, though. Yeah. Like, I have a lot of expats who aren't super into Japanese things. Just tell me, like, Kyoto is so boring. Like, if you're really into Japanese culture and food and stuff, then you'll love Kyoto. But a lot of people who are just like, yeah, I'm just in Japan to enjoy some sightseeing stuff and do kind of general things, then, you know, Osaka or Tokyo is kind of more interesting for a lot of people. More international events, art that isn't Japanese, more... To be fair, I kind of find the whole country boring. You know, it's one thing that I think gets oversold for the sake of tourism. Any country you go to, right, is largely the same. It's not popular, but you know, it's people. What do people do? They get up, they go to work, they go shopping, they go out to eat at various restaurants, right? Yes, Radox, perfect. Kyoto is less exciting and more cozy. Yes, it is a very cozy city, and that's why I love it. I don't really need an exciting city. I need a cozy city. It's really nice to make it a place to feel like home a lot of times. Anyway, Yeah, it's normal life, right? So 90% of the city is going to be geared around just normal human life. And are not going to be that interesting. Yeah, it's a different language or different products in the store or whatever. Okayama? Yeah. Kobe too. Kobe has a lot of international stuff because of the port, but it is a very nice international but very quickly cozy little port city. I love Kobe. Where my grandparents live. Never spent some time in Kobe. A lot of good stuff, a lot of nice things. Great, so with cities at least, we're doing pretty well. 24/7/63. We were in the right city every single time. Good map, Rhinox. Haven't been there, but it's somewhere I want to go as a yeah, not really. There's not a whole lot in Okayama. I mean, Hiroshima has lots of good stuff. Himeji, Kobe, Osaka has lots of good stuff. It is close to Hiroshima, so that might be nice. It might be a good, like, afternoon stop. Like, take the train from Hiroshima, stop in Okayama, spend the day, and then finish up in Kobe, Osaka. That might be a good way to do the trip. Yeah, Yokohama's pretty nice. A little bit outside of Tokyo. Chiba, too. Parts of Chiba can be really cool. Yokohama. If you've never spent a lot of time in Aichi near Nagoya either, it's a really great area. From Kobe to Kitakyushu, yeah. I'm definitely more of a southern Kansai Japan guy than northern Japan. It is warmer and hotter, but it is pretty nice. Kansai. I would recommend Kansai in a heartbeat to anybody over Kanto. So Osaka, Wakayama even, Kobe, this area compared to Tokyo and that stuff. Kanto area, no. Kansai is where it's at. Anyway, you should spend some time near Nagoya, because what I've been learning is Nagoya has lots of cool things. Being in between Kyoto and Tokyo, a lot of good history. Aichi and Mie, which is right next to it, is where a lot of the early shoguns came from. Tokugawa and well, it's based on his name now. Yeah, other history guys, all this area. The border with Shiga is a major pass. So places like Sekigahara have lots of history with wars and between East and West Japan. Lots of castles to defend this pass between Western Japan and Eastern Japan. I recently learned that Kakamigahara is the home of Japanese airplane manufacturing and research. So all of the famous Japanese airplane manufacturers have their factories and homes in this area. You can see the museum right here. I actually went to this museum not last week, 2 weeks ago. Really decent museum. Not to mention Gifu is famous for onsen. It's right there, so it's a good little area to be in. Some Susume, some recommendations from me. Yeah. Well, that'll do it for me, guys. That's a very long stream. I do have to get dinner ready. So, thank you all for hanging out, especially to you, Radux. I think you were here the entire time, almost 4.5 hours. I really appreciate it. If you did like it, please hit the follow button. I stream every Friday at about this time. Until this time, rather. Yeah, we usually cast a few videos with Calamity, like you saw, and we play a few rounds, do some practice for the Reddit League now. Yeah, so it's usually always a good time. Yeah. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you guys next time. Take care.